tough. At the end of the day, there are pensions, there are questions of pensions, there are questions of, retirement benefits. There are circle issues here. It's a very serious issue. It's not an issue that you just wake up and try to recollect. I'm not very sure about that. Chair, and I can't guide you, but I request that you guide this committee to arrive at a situation that this level of casual way of doing things in the county government of Samburu must be brought to an end. And I like what the governor is saying. Perhaps this is the first time that we're having a constructive engagement with the county government of Samburu. It is late, but at least we can arrest something, if not someone.
Yeah. Let's listen to the officer. What did you want to say?
Okay. Chair, thank you. First of all, if you look at trade payables, we have two.
First, the document that you're looking at.
We are looking at the financial reports for FY 24-25 as of June 2025.
Page?
39.
The original certificate.
Yeah. I just want to confirm that the total pending bills was 431, as indicated there, broken down into two: trade payables and third-party payments. And if you look at the aging analysis down there, the 28 million, which is above 3 years and above, old and above, that is where the question falls now. The pending bills related to third-party payments, like SACCOs, KRA, and those payroll issues. So
what are you saying,
I'm just saying
that is different from what is before us? Because what is before us, employee payables is 0. And you have just said that you've had 27 million on matters to do with employees. And having looked at this, those should be categorized as employee payables. Because if you talk of third-party payments, you can't put employee payables in the third-party payments.
Okay, according to me, employee payables relate to...
Do you have a standard separate from the one issued by the Public Sector Accounting Standards Board? Because
we use the same.
You are the 47th county we are dealing with, so we are not new. We are not strangers in Jerusalem. Number 2, opening balances. Could you show us where they are?
Opening balances for the year is an additional...
No, where are they? Where are the opening balances?
I did not indicate it here.
Were they supposed to have been indicated?
Yes.
So is your Note 32 a fair, accurate picture of the state of trade payables in Samburu County?
In terms of the summation of pending bills, it's accurate.
No. In terms of what you're required professionally to disclose.
Okay. Opening balances was omitted.
Is it material?
Opening balances, I would say the totals...
No, is it material, yes or no?
Yes.
So that's material non-disclosure. And you must take responsibility as a professional. And Governor, I don't think that in case of Samburu, we could be talking of lack of capacity in the general populace of Samburu. I mean, when I go to Kisumu, the manager of the central bank in Kisumu is a friend of mine from Samburu. My county commissioner in Samburu, in Kisumu, is a gentleman from Samburu. So we can't say that that is the sharpest tool you have. So I think let's take note of the serious professional negligence that we have observed here, the lack of disclosure, lack of supporting documentation, and therefore, I think on this matter, we cannot come to a conclusion that this is the true state of pending bills in Samburu, and we can make appropriate recommendations.
Yeah, so Chair, you need to guide, because he has gone on record to say that he admits that there is material non-disclosure on Note 32. I think just on that score alone, Chair, I believe that there are pronouncements this committee should be able to make. I mean, there's an admission on record.
Senator.
And also, Chair, because then the auditors would look at the veracity of these documents, what would still be outstanding is the requirement to justify why the documents are not given in good time, so that because you don't have prosecutorial powers, would have to give the files to ESC to do investigation. Why can't we give opportunity to the officers to really give justification why those documents are not there? Is it somebody was not there in the county? Maybe they were fired, and you brought in somebody new. Somebody was sick. The documents were carried away by water, and they had to reconstruct them, so that we just get that narration for the sake of the answer.
Chair, I think maybe since there is admission of liability, we should since there is admission of liability by director of accounting or finance, and he is a member of profession like some of us are, then the consequences must follow. And maybe, Governor, maybe just a basic question, because I've seen how your team answers question. Maybe can I ask a basic question, Governor, because it looks like everybody is casual among your staff. Answer it or you don't answer. You saw director, the CCM taking back and forth. Workers and staff intimidating you, Governor, or they don't respect you, or they don't follow your orders. Is there disrespect? Because when a staff which you have entrusted with responsibility don't take the work seriously when they are before Parliament, maybe they disrespect you and you don't know it, because if they don't feel an obligation. This should be a very serious matter that they, even in Japan, when you are speaking before your boss and you fail, you start crying.
In Japan, they commit suicide. But honourable members, let's get back to this so that we can make some progress.
Yeah, because we cannot make progress when you have members of staff who are answering questions casually. So my concern, Governor, do they disrespect you? They don't follow your orders, because it looks like you are the victim of poor performance of your staff. Because from the question one, Chair, to now, we have been struggling to get headway, especially from the members of staff that is working with the government. But at face value, Governor, you look like a lion. So is there something?
Now, members, let's come back to the numbers, because we have demonstrated that there is a problem. And the governor has also owned up that this session helps him to see things the way they are. But the point we cannot run away from, and members allow me, let's just prosecute this. The point we cannot run away from is that the Auditor General says that for 5 years, you have collected SACCO contributions of 27 million from your staff, which has not been settled. And today, you have come and told us that out of the 27 million, you have paid 10 million. Now, SACCO contributions are very personal, very painful. It could be contributions to share capital, it could be repayment of loans. Even if, Governor, you came and found this as a problem in Samburu, I think from a humane perspective, this is one thing that you must be resolved with immediate effect. You would rather pend the payment of someone who's built a road, but not the contribution of an employee, a contribution that has already been deducted. The control of budget has already approved that contribution. I think this we cannot run away from, Governor, because this is about being humane and being responsive to your staff. I would want to hear your views on that, or the action you are taking. You owe them 27 million, only 10 million has been remitted, leaving a balance of 17 million.
Sure, thank you so much. Just allow me to say something little on what Senator Cherargei raised here. One thing that is very clear about my staff is that they are highly educated. They are no different from any staff in this country. These people sitting here, they were recruited by the public service of Samburu, and they have degrees from universities of Nairobi, universities of everywhere that are in Kenya. They also have that CPAC thing that I've never attempted. So they are, as far as I know, that is the best of accountants you can get. And I remember one time in KICC, you raised an issue that you'll forward their CPAC numbers to the bodies so they can be, yes, so they can be vanished. I don't know how those bodies work. And you actually mentioned their names, and they are sitting here. The same people that you forwarded in KICC, they were not vanished. I actually asked one yesterday, not the other day. I asked one of them here, I don't mention. I thought Senator Kajwang, in my first year as a governor, forwarded your name to CPAC.
I think, Governor, for guidance, Senator Kajwang is not the governor of Samburu. You are the CEO of Samburu. We can only make recommendations. It is for you to take administrative action on your staff. In fact, even ISPAC cannot sack your staff. No other body can. It's your county public service board.
Not the sacking, Senator.
And you as a governor.
I thought when you forwarded, because you're the one who pronounced that you are forwarding this person and this person, I thought there will not be accountants.
It does not take away your responsibility
No, it doesn't.
as chief
I'm not saying
executive
that,
officer.
but I think they should not have been accountants anymore. The point I'm trying to make is that we have highly qualified staff. There is no question about that. They have everything accounting.
I think let's leave it at that. Could you, Governor, just to guide you to come to the circle?
To the numbers.
Come to the circle. Yeah.
The reason why I was asking that we go back, and I said on record, I find this meeting more productive than what I thought, because we are looking at things post-audit and how to correct them. And I think that's what we all want for our people. So, sitting here, and I said I'm not an accountant, one record is saying that we have 0 deductions, if I understood very well. We have 0 balances. There's another conflicting that is saying we have about 16 because 10 is paid. But it is also in the record that 5 million is currently sitting at the control budget to pay the remaining 16 million. So that will leave us with about 11. Senator, in all honesty, in my opinion, I want to agree with you 100%. This is not something that should be staying in our books. If it is true that we have 0 balance, then I'm happy, as recorded in that document. If we still have a pending 11 million, I want to give you the assurance that that's one thing that I will not want to see again. As you said, we'll go back and pay that money. As to why it has remained unpaid, if it is true, because now I have conflicting records. One is saying we have 0. The other one is saying we have 11. If you take away the 5 million, then we'll pay. Senator, take that assurance from me.
Now, we will make appropriate recommendations, but I must express the concern of this committee around your bookkeeping practices, the accuracy of your records, your non-cooperation with the Office of the Auditor General, and therefore, on the face of it, it is our view that this amount of money listed as trade payables is not justifiable because the Auditor General has not given us that assurance, but we shall go to the law and propose appropriate consequences. Senator Sifuna, you could go on record.
Thank you, Chair, Governor, and the team from Samburu. My name is Edwin Sifuna, Senator Nairobi. I'm a member of this committee. Chair, apologies that I came late, but it's good to see my friend, Governor of Samburu in Nairobi. Karibu Nairobi.
But, Chair.
Why do you have to respond to a welcome?
No, I want also to welcome him because, Chair, apart from being a governor, and apart from Senator Sifuna being a senator, and apart from my good friend being a senator, we are human beings. We are Kenyans. We will be in this country for the rest of our lives.
I don't know where you're heading to, but I said at the beginning of this meeting, I made it clear that we are not going to introduce extraneous issues.
I have done some mistakes, and I'm remorseful of the mistakes that I've done. But I think Sifuna and my good friend Senator also did some mistakes. And so that we can always be friends here in this committee and continue, I want to tell you my story on that material date. Without just so that we can remain friends.
Governor,
Please allow me.
order.
Say, let us reconfine.
Order, Senator Cherargei, order, Governor. Governor,
Out of what I'm saying, you said we confine our matters.
we have had many steps of discussions and conversations, including conversations between the Council of Governors and the leadership of the Senate, where the two members sit is the deputy whip of minority, is the deputy leader of minority. I don't want us in this public space to start narrating all the events that have happened, because it's going to invite questions, interjections, and we might be derailed. And that's why I said at the beginning, let's stick to the numbers. I said at the beginning, when we gave orders to the Inspector General of Police, we wanted you to either come or be produced to do what we are doing. So let's do what we are doing. And finally, we are all leaders in this country, and it would be best if we were friends, but we don't have to be friends. We just need to love the people that we serve. So, Governor, let's go back to the numbers. Let's go back to the numbers. Let's go to deposits.
Chair, as we go back to those numbers, and really we should just go back to those numbers. Governor, we are very focused people on the things that we do. Nothing personal, absolutely nothing personal. And because we agreed from the beginning that we will not bring those issues here, let me pray that we don't. If there is need for yourself, the governor of Nairobi, who has graciously welcomed you to the city, and myself, to have a conversation around those issues that you think we should have, I have no problem with that. I can actually even buy a cup of tea as we talk about whatever it is that needs to be done. But for now, let's stick to the numbers.
I find it better if you do it in, this thing happened in the full view
What we say we stick
of
to
the
them.
Kenyan people and all cameras. I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against you. I am not bitter. But I want to tell a story of that day so we can all feel who was wrong.
There are always different sides to a story, your side, my side, and the truth. So,
if the governor will tell us a story about that day, he should tell us why he organized demonstrations against